Hello guys, welcome to the channel. It's TPM5 with another NBA video. In this one, I'm going to be previewing the Los Angeles Lakers versus the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm going to start with the Lakers side of things, move on to the Pelicans. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. So the Los Angeles Lakers have had a 31-42 record so far this season. They recently slid down to the 10th spot in the Western Conference, so barely inside the play-in. They've been a 24th in the league in terms of offense, and then 20th in terms of defense. Sadly for them, defense is one of those things they hung their hats on while they were contenders in the last couple of years. That hasn't really been there for them. A lot of key players obviously left in that Westbrook deal, and obviously they're a bit thin with that and on the floor. Now LeBron James, despite everything, has led the way, leading the league in points with 30 points per game in his 18th season. He's been averaging 6 assists and also 8 rebounds, and he's been a very efficient player, shooting, well, obviously it's LeBron who's going to be efficient, but shooting 52% from the field and then 35% from 3 on 8 attempts per game. Now Russell Westbrook has been pretty disappointing. Obviously, I don't think I need to say too much about his struggles, but he's been averaging 18.7 rebounds and 7 assists, just above around 40% from the field, and 4.5 turnovers per game. I think people have been harsh on him, but then again, it hasn't worked out. And in the end, this team was perfectly fine before that trade was made. Obviously, they've been without Anthony Davis, and that's been a key part of their kind of slide, to a large level below 500. With AD, they were kind of treading waters at 500, but now they've just completely subsided. Malik Monk is a guy averaging 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been a very key player for them off of the bench, shooting 39% from 3. He's someone they'd love to keep and bring back. And then Carmelo Anthony, another key player, averaging 14 points and 4 boards as well. Now, the Lakers, for them, this is a must-win game. They'll be playing the Pelicans twice in these last 9 games of the season, so their fate is not in their hands as much as the Pelicans have it, given that they have a tougher schedule in the run home to the Pelicans. However, this game will have a playoff atmosphere, as it is a very key game over the course of this season, as it will be a 2-game swing. If the Lakers manage to win, they'll go 1 game above the Pels, and then vice versa. And Russell Westbrook agrees, thinking this will be a playoff atmosphere type of game. Now, LeBron James missed the Philadelphia 76ers game on Wednesday night, as you guys may know. This was due to soreness in his left knee, and Frank Vogel suggested that this will be a short-term thing, and he might even be back as early as his Pelicans game, making the trip to New Orleans. Now, if the Lakers are to win this game, it'll be the defensive end that helps them do so, given that was part of the game that they've showed glimpses on. However, they need to really show effort, close out, and really be tough and gritty, something that they have showed over the course of some quarters in games here and there, and not letting the Pelicans take a big lead, and if they can manage to get a big lead, not letting it slide. So just keeping their foot on the gas and showing no mercy. Now, as you guys saw, I'd like it if you subscribe. I make NBA content 1 to 2 times a week. Frequent game previews will be coming as playoffs time approaches. So if you want to subscribe, feel free to do so, and also comment who you think will win. But let's continue, and as I said before, let's move on to the Pelicans side of the preview. The Pelicans are 31-42, currently 9th in the Western Conference as they just leapfrogged the Lakers. They're currently 19th in both offensive and defensive rating, so slightly below league average in both metrics. CJ McCollum's been an inspired addition for the team, averaging 26 points, 6.5 assists, and 5 rebounds over the course of the 16 or 17 games that he has been a member of the team. Obviously, after crossing down to Louisiana after the trade from the Trailblazers. Brandon Ingram's been a consistent player for them, averaging 23 points, 6 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. Jonas Valanciunas has been a very key part of this team, running as a center or a power forward at times, averaging 18 points and also averaging 11.6 rebounds per game. Something else I'd like to talk about with Jonas is the fact that he's been a very modern type of center, someone that will catch the ball in the low block and make plays for his teammates. He'll be a high screener roller, and he also has shown an ability to shoot the 3 ball. Currently this season he's been shooting the 3 ball at 36% from 3, which is pretty good for a center who didn't have that coming into the league, and has developed that into his game. Now, Herb Jones has been a good player, averaging 1 block and 1.6 steals, a very key player on defense for them, and he's set the tone in what they want to do. Obviously, guys like Devontae Graham have been very key contributors to the team, and I'm obviously not going to be able to name everyone in this brief video, but it's a very collective effort. They all buy in, and Willie Green's done a good job in his first season to get this team back on track after their very poor start to the season. They've had a winning record since the first 20 games of the year. So the Pelicans, in another twist of fate as well, if they win this, it'll go a long way to dropping the Lakers into the lottery, where if their pick lands inside the top 10, they'll be able to keep it as part of the Anthony Davis deal, just adding another twist in the tail for this game. Now, Brandon Ingram may be out with his hamstring, an injury that he has had and he's missed a little bit of time with. Now, the Pelicans do hold a lot of control in terms of their fate this season, as they'll be playing the Lakers twice, as I mentioned before, and I can easily see them splitting their last games with 5 wins and 4 losses, as they play the Grizzlies, Warriors, Blazers, Kings, Clippers, Lakers, Blazers, and then Spurs. Spurs will be before this game, so we'll see what happens there. But personally, I think the Lakers will have the edge. However, if LeBron doesn't play, the Pelicans are a real chance. Now, this will be a genuine 50-50, so I'm interested to hear what you guys think and who you think will win. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.